In the hidden corners of bogs and wetlands, a quiet predator awaits. These are not the towering lions of the savannah or the stealthy hunters of the jungle. These hunters are rooted in place, carnivorous plants, living traps designed to lure, capture, and consume. Today, here at Carnivorous Plants Hub, I'm going to share the lessons I wish I had known before I grew my first one. Whether you see them as a work of divine design or nature's ingenious experiment, one truth remains. They are among the most captivating and mysterious wonders in all of the natural world. When I first started growing carnivorous plants, good information was almost impossible to find. No YouTube tutorials, no detailed blogs, just the occasional vague care instructions printed on the plant's packaging. These days, we've got a world of knowledge at our fingertips, but with that comes a flood of bad information mixed in with the good. Carnivorous plant care is anything but one size fits all. Some species are temperate and need a cold winter dormancy, while others are tropical and demand year-round humidity. But the one thing that they do all have in common is that they completely break the rules of normal gardening. You can't just toss one in garden soil, stick it on a sunny windowsill, and hope for the best. The good news is, most carnivorous plants are surprisingly easy to grow once you understand their specific needs. If you're thinking of taking the plunge into this weird and wonderful world, research is your best friend. In fact, you might be watching this video as your very first step, and for that, I applaud you. This channel exists for one big reason. The sheer amount of bad advice floating around is mind-blowing. From Reddit threads to Facebook groups, even to the so-called care instructions printed right on the plant's label. Finding accurate guidance can feel like a hunt of its own, and that's where I can hopefully help some. Let's take the Venus flytrap, my all-time favorite carnivorous plant. Most people picture them lurking in some steamy, tropical jungle, but the truth is, they're homegrown Americans, found only in a small stretch of North and South Carolina. These little green predators are temperate plants, which means they need a cold winter dormancy to live a long, healthy life. And despite their exotic reputation, they don't actually need high humidity to thrive. Venus flytraps are sun junkies. They want to be outside, soaking up as much light as they can get. But all too often, they end up trapped in a soggy terrarium under a bargain bin grow light from Amazon. And that's usually how people find my channel. They've just lost their first plant, they're frustrated, and they hit up YouTube or Google searching for the answers. That's where the light bulb moment happens. They discover that Venus flytraps aren't delicate little terrarium ornaments. They're hardy, sun-loving predators that thrive outdoors in full, blazing sunlight, not locked away in a small glass box, or forgotten on a windowsill that provides less than adequate light. On the other end of the spectrum, you've got the tropical nepenthes pitcher plants that hail from lush, misty mountains of Southeast Asia. These guys want it warm, wet, and constant all year long, just like their rainforest homes. Then there's a quirky pinguicula, or butterwort. This group is split between temperate and tropical species. The tropical Mexican varieties can happily grow in warm, moderately wet conditions year-round, but when the weather turns cold, they switch gears into a succulent-like state, a sort of soft dormancy where they pause their carnivorous lifestyle. Some carnivorous plants demand winter rest, others can't stand the cold. And for a few, dormancy is more of a suggestion than a rule. It's an incredible spectrum of needs for plants all lumped together under one label, carnivorous. There's still a few more things that I wish I'd known before growing carnivorous plants, but real quick, I just want to say thank you for being here. Seriously, it means the world to me. If you're enjoying this video, pour a little water on the like button, hit subscribe, and help this channel grow right along with your plants. Also, if you haven't yet, check out carnivorousplanthub.com. That's where you'll find my premium substrates, years in the making, and my most popular product, the Carnivorous Plant Repotting Kit. These kits are perfect for your Venus flytraps, sarracenia, sundews, and I even have a special kit for pings, plus many other carnivorous plants. You'll get my perfected soil blend, plus high-quality planters. So all the guesswork is gone. Just get the repotting kit and follow my step-by-step video to set up your carnivorous plant for success. I've even got videos on the site showing exactly how I make the soil and their ingredients I use. Full transparency. And here's something exciting. We've been working with a designer to launch a line of fun, stylish carnivorous plant apparel. We've been pouring a ton of energy into it and it's almost ready to release, so keep your eyes peeled for that. The link to my website is in the description and the pinned comment. Head on over and take a look. Also, I'm so excited to be teaming up with California Carnivores. They are one of the most experienced and knowledgeable carnivorous plant nurseries in the entire world. They have a massive selection year-round of all types of carnivorous plants. There will definitely be something in their nursery that you fall in love with. On top of that, they have been generous enough to offer my viewers an exclusive 10% discount on their order when they enter Bug Eater at checkout.
That's Bugeater, bug eater. I have links in the description and the pinned comment so you can head on over and pick out the perfect carnivorous plant to add to your collection. You know you deserve it. Let's go ahead and head on back to the video.
There's another truth about carnivorous plants that no one warned me about. They're addictive. Not in the casual, well, I might buy another sense, more like a slow, irresistible pull into an obsession. And nowhere is that more apparent than with Venus flytraps. There's only one species, the Dionaea massupula, for all my fellow plant name nerds, but over 500 registered cultivars out there. A cultivar, by the way, is basically a special variety created through selective breeding, usually by cross-pollinating flowers to see what unique traits pop up. If you grow one that's truly different from anything else, you can officially name it and register it. To qualify, you have to be able to clone it and keep those unique characteristics intact. The result? A collecting culture that rivals rare coins, exotic fish, and even Pokemon. Collecting Venus flytrap cultivars takes on the gotta catch 'em all mentality. I once had someone message me on Reddit. She had just 2 Venus flytraps from a big box store and a ton of questions about care, especially concerning dormancy. She got them through winter in great shape, and then the collector's bug hit. Less than a year later, she went from 2 plants to over 250 cultivars. Yep, I said it. 250. And it's not just fly traps. Pings are equally addicting. Each cultivar has its own shape, color, and even flower style, with blooms in every shade you can imagine. The truth is, almost every type of carnivorous plant comes with its own treasure trove of cultivars, which makes growing them endlessly fun and dangerously addictive. For those who step into this world, it's not just gardening. It's collection, it's pursuit, and once you start, it's hard to stop. This brings me to the next thing I wish someone had warned me about. Collecting carnivorous plants can get expensive. And no, I'm not saying this to scare you off. Trust me, I want the entire world growing these incredible plants, but I think it's only fair to be transparent. Whether it's splurging on that super rare cultivar or grabbing a premium soil blend, this hobby can take a bite out of your wallet. And while most gardeners and houseplant collectors will tell you their own hobbies aren't exactly cheap, carnivorous plants have their own unique startup costs. You'll need the right soil mix, which you can find at carnivorousplanthub.com. I know, I'm sorry, shameless plug. The correct planters, and a way to get mineral-free water. That might mean reverse osmosis, distilling it, or finding the right filtration system. And here's a reality check. Those Venus flytraps you impulse buy from big box store, you'll quickly learn that your usual houseplant supplies just don't cut it. I'm telling you this because I want you to succeed. This hobby is thrilling, rewarding, and yes, dangerously addictive. But between the initial setup and the inevitable urge to collect just one more, it's only fair to say your bank account might feel it too. Consider this your friendly, plant-loving warning. Maybe this next one is more of a personal regret than something I wish I'd known sooner. But I truly wish I'd started sharing my plants and my knowledge years ago. When I first started growing and collecting carnivorous plants, I had no idea how many people were out there just like me, eager to learn, desperate for advice, and completely fascinated by these incredible little predators. I've been growing them for years, quietly, never once considering starting a blog or a YouTube channel. Then one day, while explaining care tips to a friend, they stopped me and said, "You should make videos about this. I bet a lot of people could use your advice." And it turns out that they were right. Since then, I've found this community, curious, kind, passionate, people who genuinely want to grow these sensational plants and do it right. My only regret? Not starting sooner. My dream has always been to open my own nursery, and that's still the end game. But with a daughter in college, a son heading into his last year of high school, a 12-year-old that's just starting middle school, a full-time job, and a happy, busy family life, my time is limited. If I'd started this years ago, maybe that nursery would be already a reality. So I guess what I'm trying to say is thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for supporting my small business and my sometimes outrageous goals. You're the reason that I keep going. I know this video did not cover a lot of actual care advice for carnivorous plants. If you need help with a Venus flytrap, check out the video popping up on the screen right now. If not, head on over to my channel and search for the plant that you need help with. Odds are I have a video all. If you have any questions about this wild, rewarding hobby, drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer every single one. Thanks again for all your support, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye!